Hello there, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Daphne. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to continue on showcasing projects that you can be doing right now in your landscaping to set you up for success for spring. One of the most easiest and cost-effective ways that you can update your space is to look around for any type of furniture pieces that might need to be updated. In my case, I found this bistro table and chairs that I love to use, but it definitely needed to be refreshed. Now, past years, I've just went in with a black matte colored spray paint and it totally refreshed the set. But this year I wanted to definitely add a pop of color. So we went with a different type of color for this season. And one tip that I have to say before you do any type of spray painting project, make sure that you totally clean the item itself. And then also, if there are any like loose type of paint, make sure that you sand it down before you start spray painting it. Now, this was a quick and easy project. I did it at the end of one evening, and then I went and I did the second coat the morning of the following day. And after it was finished, I absolutely was so in love with the color. As you can see, my dress even matched the painting. It was not a coincidence at all. I'm actually chuckling now, just looking at the footage. But it looked amazing, and it only took two coats to totally cover up that black color that was underneath it. Now I just added it here underneath my large pine trees and I set it up. And this is a little spot that I am going to continue to enjoy this season as well. The next project is simply adding mulch. So this is one of the garden beds that we have that's right next to my patio. And I love refreshing this space. So I am simply just adding in some beautiful hardwood mulch in brown. And it totally refreshes any space when you can just add in 1 or 2 inches of fresh mulch. Another project that we started early last year spring was just updating our hardscapes. And this is how my front steps looked prior to me restaining it. And it took me no time to be able to accomplish this update, but it was so worth it in the end. So same as any type of painting project, when you're going to stain, it's really important to do the prep work. So I'm just sweeping down, getting rid of all and every debris that there might be on the surface itself. We're sweeping up, and then I'm also, the last step, I'm going to be using the blower to make sure that I get all the fine debris up. But we're sweeping up all of this debris, and then we're going to go in and we're going to wash down the surface, and then we're going to prepare the stain so that we can get to staining and making the space look absolutely beautiful. So this is the stain that we're going to be using. It's a semi-transparent stain. It's bare, it's waterproof stain and sealer. Take a photo shot of this can. I started out using the semi-transparent because this was the first project that we did during the season. And then I transitioned over to the solid stain, also in color slate. It is also bare. It's also the same type of stain, but it's just the finish that I changed. So make sure that you take a Photoshop a photo shot of that in case you're interested. You just get this mixed at the paint counter, and it's color slate. So it took me 3 coats of stain to be able to get this finish. That's one of the reasons why I switched over to using the solid stain, because you only have to do 1 to 2 coats. Another thing that you can do right now is to add some beautiful path lights. These are Tommy Bahama path lights. They're solar, and they just really make this space look absolutely amazing. I'm going to show you how they look at night. The lumen on them are so bright. I really, really love these. So I'm going to link them in my Amazon storefront in case you're interested. In our last video, we talked about having some type of shade feature. And in my case, I added a pergola a couple of years ago. And this past summer, we added in some sunshades. And these are very easy to be able to attach. We picked them up from Costco. And one afternoon, my husband added them. We have a total of 2. And we added them very easy to the structure that we already had, and it's manually operated, so we're able to just use a wand that is attached on the side to lower it and open it whenever we need just a little bit of shade. Now the next project is adding an interest to the landscape. And what I wanted to talk about was adding different types of boulders or stones or slate into your landscape. So this is one of the back beds that we currently have. And I've added in different slate borders. So this was just some random slate stones that I happen to have on the property. And I did a little mini retainer wall around this particular bed. So each year I take it down and then I just build it up, because with the snow and all of the upheaval that we have during the winter time, usually in the springtime I refresh the space. So that's definitely something that you can think about doing, adding in some type of loose rock retainer wall or some type of boulder feature. And as you can see right here in this bed, I have a couple of larger boulders that we added in previously. We've been very blessed that we have a lot of stones on our property, so we don't have to go out and spend hundreds of dollars acquiring different types of boulders. So this is definitely something that I'm very thankful that I'm just able to pull from my landscape, but it is something that can be very impactful even if you have to purchase it. So now that we've talked about some things that I've already done in the landscape, we're going to go up front and I'm going to let you see some plans that I have for this upcoming season. So in this area, I have so much plans. I want to add in more of feature boulders along this area. So I'm going to be popping up images of what I'm thinking about, inspiration that I found. And originally we had added in these boulders here, but we just put them in a line. So what I would like to do is to have some type of form. So I think I might leave this one here and then pull these boulders and put them a little closer. And then also put in different types of plants. So I definitely know that I might put a small hosta tucked in over here, as well as some of the lavender and salvia that we're growing. Hopefully we're successful with that so that we'll be able to nestle them in this section. And then there's also 2 other spots which I want to add in more of like a boulder feature. So we'll go up front and take a look. Before we go to the front, I just wanted to talk about this little area right here. So I'm going to back up so that you guys can see. This is along the path. And what I was thinking was that it would be beautiful to be able to add some type of water feature or bird bath, like right in the corner there. And usually hostas come up out of the ground in that section, and it's really pretty. I might pop up images so that you can see, but I think that it would be so beautiful to just be able to nestle a bird bath right in that section. So let me know your thoughts. So this is an area that if you've been on the channel for a while, you'll remember we had a couple of iterations of this retainer wall, and this is the last design that we were able to finalize this past fall, and it has been holding up very well, and I'm very happy with the overall style of it. So we had spoke a little while ago that we were going to be redoing the actual slope itself, and I had asked you for suggestions of like what type of plants would go well on a rocky slope, and you guys were able to give me all sorts of suggestions, and I'm definitely going to be implementing that this new gardening season. And also what I think I'm going to be doing is the metal steel edging that we added up front. I'm going to be softening that with some larger boulders, and I might just take some of the stones that we have here in the rock bed, take them out and interplant them so that they look a little more predominant in the space. So this is definitely a project that we're going to be doing in the early spring season. So I just wanted to give you guys a closer look and just, update you on what is to come for this season, because we are so excited to get started. One other thing that we're going to be doing is, I had mentioned we have 2 slopes. So we completed this side of the slope. We're also going to be working on the other slope on the other side of the stairway. So I'm going to give you guys a closer look on that portion. And if you have any suggestions on different types of techniques, because during that video I had asked you, if you had any suggestions for the next time that I'm able to implement. So I'm going to link that video in the description in case you haven't watched that. And then you can, have it fresh in your mind, and you'll be able to provide me with your feedback. So thanks, guys. So this is another area that we worked on last season. We widened the bed. We brought it out maybe about 2 feet, so we gained a lot of planting space. So what I want to do is add in some larger boulders. We have 2 small boulders, which I'll give you guys a close-up of. But I definitely want to find and relocate some more from the backyard here in the front yard, so that it'll just be a little more exaggerated within the space. So we are going to be adding in a lot more feature into the planting bed. We're going to add in some boulders from the back, and I also want to add in some type of water feature, whether it is a bird bath or some type of fountain. I definitely either want to put it in this area over here or tucked into this spot back here. So while I'm out shopping, I'm definitely going to be on the hunt for some type of water feature. So this is the footage from last fall where we extended the front garden bed. As you can see, it was very easy. We did the no-dig bed approach where we just put down cardboard and then we went in with some mulch on top of it. And it had the full balance of the fall and winter season to break down and to add a little more nutrition to the soil itself. And come this spring, once we get out here, we'll be able to have very fertile soil and we'll be able to take advantage of this extended planting area. As I said, we gained about 2 additional feet in this bed alone. So I cannot wait to be able to add in some beautiful flowers within this space. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you found some type of inspiration in today's video. I know that I really enjoy making plans and just thinking about all of the amazing projects that I'm going to be doing for this upcoming season, and especially because I'm able to share it with you. So I just want to thank you again for watching, and I just want to wish you an amazing day, and I'll see you back here next time.